All right, guys, we fucking got this, bro. We're gonna fucking do it, and that's just the way it is, okay? So here's the deal, all right, brothers and sisters. Mostly it's sisters, okay? Anxiety sucks. We don't like it, all right? Fear is scary. That's what fear is, and we don't like to be afraid. It hurts. We think we're gonna die, but we're not. Every panic attack you've ever felt, you have survived. Okay? So, how do you beat it? What are you supposed to do? Everything you do or places you go is, I'm going to freak out, I'm scared, there's nothing I can do. And the fear is now so overwhelming because you've avoided it for so long, and it's associated with death. No wonder there's nothing you can do, especially when you're not getting enough sleep and you're eating unhealthy and you're chain smoking cigarettes and you're not exercising. Normal people are on their feet 8 hours a day and we're on our ass, being lazy and procrastinating and avoiding. But it's more than that. It's in our minds. We can imagine all the things we wish we could do. And we could do a lot. We could do a lot of good. Definitely have made the plans to. But it's time to start doing it. All the people I talk to, when we're talking to each other, every time someone fucking has a panic attack, everyone in there's like, you're okay. And they know it. How do they know that person's okay? And why can't they tell themselves that? Because it's the truth. All the fear that they're experiencing, it's in their heads. We have a weird ache or something triggers us and our mind loses it. The thoughts are so loud, screaming at us, telling us we can't do it, and if we even tried to, we're probably just gonna die. But you've felt them a million times, and you haven't died. It's not real. The feelings we're feeling are real. The I can't breathe, my heart's going, dizziness. We're feeling them, but we're also causing them. And if we can cause ourselves to feel fear and be afraid, if we can associate going 10 feet outside our house with, I'm gonna fucking die if I walk another foot, we put that in our brains. Because if you walked that next foot, you ain't gonna die. And you know you're not gonna die. And you also know everything I'm fucking saying is true. But you don't want to feel the fear. Even though you've survived every time, it's so uncomfortable, you don't want to feel it. But you have to. Because on the other side of the fear is calm. The more you avoid it, the bigger it gets and scarier it is. I don't know if you were ever afraid as a kid to jump in the pool for the first time. But when you did it, you didn't die. And I'm assuming most of you probably know how to swim. You have to push through the fear. There can be no good without bad. If you can manifest panic and fear and misery, if all that is stemming from your thoughts and your feelings, then you can do the opposite. You can manifest courage. You can be brave. You can win. You can fight. And guess what? The truth is on your side. You're not gonna die. You're gonna win. If you decide it's no more, anxiety's over, then you win. That's it. That's the entire fight, is a decision, a belief in yourself. change the unhealthy habits, get enough sleep, exercise, train for the fight that's ahead of you. Now, I know we're sensitive to change. We're sensitive to a lot of things. Every ache in our body is cancer and a blood clot, and we're going to die. But to normal people, it's because they didn't get enough sleep or they ate something fucked up, and they can explain it away. But us, we hyper-focus on it, and we just lose it. Let's try to hyper-focus on the positive. We've never died. The amount of love in our heart and desire to go out there and do things, do we really want to live another 6 years in our house, watching time and life go by? Would it not be worth it to just go through it once? It is the truth. You're not gonna die. You might feel the fear. But as I beat anxiety last year and ended up right back where I am, so this message is definitely to me as it is to you. I would go to this mountain that was across the street from my house, and every time I went to it, I would run away in fear. Even with my progressive muscle relaxation, the technique that could calm me down, it wasn't enough. There was one more trick. There was one more thing to do. And the time that I made it to the top, I felt the fear. I had a panic attack. And I didn't run. I didn't do my technique. I just sat there. I let all the negative feelings flow through my entire body. And I was afraid. And it was hard to breathe. And my heart was going. And I was on a mountain. Not in my safe place. Alone. I had already experienced the not being able to get out of bed or house for years part. So I was afraid of the fear. But I sat there. And it went away. So I kept going. And I made it to the top. And I saw the sunrise. If we have it within ourselves to manifest this dark and terrible, miserable, horrible, pathetic, worthless life that we've created for ourselves, then we can do the opposite. Close your eyes. Find it in your heart and your soul what you love, what you wish you could do, what you wish you could be, and do that. We only get to live this one time. We cannot waste it. So, again, the first thing you need to do is change your habits. Get enough sleep. Stop drinking soda. Stop smoking too many cigarettes. Eat healthy. Exercise. Find a few techniques that make you calm. Whether that be to grab ice, or do the progressive muscle relaxation, or any meditation. But if you go into it thinking it's not going to work, then it won't. But if you believe that it will, if you give yourself a chance to not think bad, but think good, or nothing at all, the anxiety will go away. And if your fear is 10 feet outside your house, then walk 9 and sit there. Let it become boring to you. I understand you shouldn't go out guns blazing. But when you can, you need to try to start pushing in the direction of forward. If your mind got you here, your mind can get you out. It's time to start believing in yourself. And if you need help, I know I do. I got your back. Love you guys.